165 pounds. Two-time national champion Vincezo Joseph and Logan Massa for the Wolverines. Looking forward to this match. Joseph undefeated, 10 pins. The junior out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Central Catholic High School. Four-time placer there and two-time state champion. These two have had some battles over the years. Last year they wrestled twice. Joseph won 12-3 in the duel and then beat him 5-4 in the Big Time semis. A couple of years ago they met in the NCAA semis. It was 5-4 Joseph in that one. In another tough match, of course, he went on to beat Isaiah Martinez in that championship final. He's beaten Aymar in both his title runs in that final match.
That's really impressive, huh? I mean, you got Aymar wins his first two NCAA championships, on pace to become a legend, and then boom, he gets beat by a freshman 2 years in a row. It's just quite impressive. So Joseph's working hard on the head here. He's snapped the head 5 or 6 times, which is good for him. I like to see that, because sometimes he's a little patient, but he's not patient here. He's out in front of 16,000 people. He is snapping, he's pulling, and this is where he's good at, when he's got his hands on the guy moving him.
Hey, John, nice.
13 of his 16 victories, bonus points. I mentioned those 10 pins in just 16 matches.
Yeah, he's improved his game this year. I mean, he's really stepped up for more domination. Over his career, he's had a lot of close matches, per se. For a two-time NCAA champion, some guys have hung close, but this year he's really separated himself from the crowd even more.
Massa was third, an All-American 2 years ago, finished 5th in the Big Ten last March at Michigan State, out of St. John's, Michigan, St. John's High School. Big match here at 165. Michigan leading at 11-6 after 5 matches. They won 3 of the first 5.
Motion your knee pull.
And there was some exciting ones. There was a couple that could have gone either way. Some really good battles. And Penn State won one of them, and Michigan won the other.
Just saw some great wrestling. Awesome flurries, guys letting it fly a little bit.
Stay out of the hands, guys. Stay out of the hands.
For those shots.
No score after 2 minutes in this opening period. Guys that know each other well. What adjustments will they make in this match?
Well, I feel like Massa's wrestling to keep it close. He hasn't really tried anything. Joseph's really dictating the pace. He's snapping the head a lot. Massa does have some good head inside singles. He does like knee pull singles, but he's not making an attempt to score. I mean, it's like he's really good on top, so he better try to ride hard, because he hasn't done much on his feet. He's not really even hand fighting that hard. Now Joseph's picking it up. Short time left. And this is a chance for Massa to pick it up too.
Good, two hands.
I think Joseph's going to sprint here and go for a takedown.
Joseph can strike so quick. Has that relaxed appearance, then bam, hits something big. 450-foot home runs. That's what he hits.
He's explosive. That's those inside trips he hits on Aymar. So he's pretty diverse. He's hard to score on. He's good up top. He's got inside trip. But good for Massa, so Massa's winning.
It's an event here inside the Bryce Jordan Center.
Speak to me.
Always a great crowd.
Choose his bottom. Get set for me, Red.
Off the whistle.
Massa will go on bottom.
Set. Red, don't move. Green,
here
cover.
in the second period.
Yep.
Critical start off the whistle. Quickly to his feet, trying to fight hands, the Wolverine.
Got his hands.
Oh, that's a nice mat return. It was really good stand-up by Massa, but a great mat return by Joseph. He's trying to get his right leg in. Massa does a really good job at knee slide. I think he's going to get out. I don't think Joseph's determined enough to ride. He might ride him for a while. That's a really good mat return. But he's going to really make his mind up. I'm impressed with Massa. And Joseph gives up on the ride and lets him go. That's a great credit to Logan Massa to really come to his feet over and over. He got mat return twice. He's not really getting any setup to that single leg.
And I like that from Joseph as well. Couple of mat returns. Take something out of him. Make him pay somewhat of a price. Don't just cut him and give him an easy point.
Right back on that head. Shane, that's got to take its toll. So it doesn't look like much to the common folk looking on maybe, but can you imagine standing out there and having Vincezo Joseph knocking the crap out of you over and over and over? I got to think it's going to pay off as the match wears on.
Halfway through this second period,
I got 1 point
Massa
green.
with an escape.
I just say rough this hands to the face.
Oh, I
1
missed.
point green.
The new rule comes
Here
into
we go.
play.
You know the deal.
Yep, illegal hands to the face. Same rule, putting an emphasis on it this season.
Tighten up, tighten up. Tighten up. Come in, clear. Let's go, keep it up, Logan, come on. You got time.
Close bout here at 165. Massa, head crunched under the chest of Joseph.
He's got 1 shot so far.
Half a minute. Half shot there from Vincezo. This is where he loves to be, Ken.
Watch the chest. Good. Let's go. All right, let's go. Pull it down. Come on, get it down. All the way
What an
down,
even
Logan.
match. I mean, just a lot of hand fighting. Massa does a good job coming off bottom. Now, he's going to try to ride Joseph. He used to be good at this side headlock. Could be an important time right here. Massa comes up really hard.
There's an inside trip attempt. Thought about it.
So Massa's nasty on top. Here's the only point of the match right here. He pokes him in the face right here with his hand.
Set up your shot. Go get it.
Oh, man.
Set the pace.
Red, cover.
Wow. That's questionable. I mean, it was like a hand on the forehead. I guess it's in the triangle.
Behind his arms, keep up.
Wow.
Good job. Let's go, tougher.
So that's the new rule in college wrestling. You're not allowed to have hands on the face at all. So Massa does not try to ride at all. So what I started to say, Massa, as a high school athlete, he had this really good side headlock on top. Nice shrug. Good counter by Massa. In any case, the rule, when he came into college, they've kind of changed that rule on the side headlock choke.
The Michigan corner is irate.
I think they want hands to the face. I think they're arguing that
You got to throw the brick out. The brick was out.
their argument, I think, is that
I didn't hear. I'm watching. I got you. Come here. I got you. I heard you, but there's no brick, okay? So, okay. So when you switch out the hands, okay? Yeah, when they were here.
all right, there we go.
There you hear the audio.
So they decided, hey. So right here. Oh, definitely.
Yes.
No doubt about it. And that he did that to block him. Look, Massa's got the left underhook there. That's definitely a point. And the Michigan they were right for going crazy. They just forgot to throw the brick. In any case, the refs are going to look at that, I think, and we're going to have an even match again, Shane. And I guess the letter of the law, Massa put his hand in Joseph's face, but it was barely. But that one was pretty clear.
It's always been a rule. This year, though, it's a point of emphasis. We're seeing it called quite a bit. It's there to encourage offense.
In this case, so Massa's got a nice deep underhook, and Joseph does good. He just punches him in the face and blocks off. So I'm certain they're going to call this, and we're going to have an even match. We're coming down, minute to go, third period, full house, Jordan Center.
Little Neil Diamond, Sweet Caroline playing in the background. I mean, it just doesn't get any better than this.
There you go. The Penn State crowds, they're not going to be happy about the call. Kale's looking on. He's looking at it, too, but I'd be very surprised if they don't give the point.
I spent about 20 minutes talking with both these officials before this duel. It was highly educational for me. And these situations right here, a lot of times these reviews take a long time, too long, but they rely on the video people. And another thing to make note of, Ken, is they don't necessarily see the same angles that we're seeing on this broadcast.
Well, if they got our angle, it's pretty clearly should be a point. I mean, I don't like this rule in general, not the rule in general, the concept of challenges in general if it's going to take 3 minutes.
So now they will go back and set the clock to 1:40. There you see Sean Bourmet. Encouragement to his Wolverine Massa.
So they're actually taking the clock back to the time of the penalty?
Yes.
Is that the way the rule's
Yes.
written now?
From the time that challenge brick was thrown in. So here we go.
Guys, right to hands.
Got
Okay,
ourselves
set.
2-minute sprint.
2-2 match with just over a minute and a half remaining in regulation. Joseph undefeated. The junior. Front headlock.
Sucker drag's coming. Yep, feel it.
So they're both
Let's do
fresh.
this, guys.
Shot coming.
So Joseph's more athletic. That's good double underhook. He's going to look for the inside trip.
Come on, both hands down.
Not a
Both
good
hands
position
down.
for Michigan
Clear
right
all
here.
hands down.
There we go. He cleared out.
Let's go, Pull it down, Logan.
Massa needs to set up a leg attack and finish. Easier said than done against the two-time defending NCAA champ.
And he's so great defensively. Joseph, one of the best guys in the country with his defense.
The crowd's getting into it. Nice shot by Massa.
Straight on, though. No setup, no angle. This is not where you want to be if you're Massa. Caught underneath once again. Takes a lot of energy out of the gas tank.
He looks kind of comfort blunder there, though. I mean, he's just solid. I mean, Massa's been good forever. He's wrestled all his life. He's always been great. He's just hard to. They're both so hard to score on.
Brother Taylor wrestled at Michigan.
One leg strong, you'll get it.
He was great, too, and he had an injury problem. He had ended his career short. But little brother Logan's beast.
Half a minute.
I really like how Joseph constantly is working that head.
Get your single.
So let's see if Massa's got a shot here in these last 15 seconds. He's got to come up with his best setup and shot.
Crowd wants a stall call on Massa.
Now, there's been no stall calls yet, has there been?
There has not been. Shot from Joseph.
Yeah, so Joseph don't have that explosive shot. I mean, he's a great wrestler, obviously, but yet he's able to be great with head snaps, inside trips, and knee pulls, single legs.
Joseph's like a cat, though. You could drop him any place upside down, and he'll land on his feet. Just great hips that you can't teach.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, as a coach here in Central Pennsylvania, I've been around the block all these years, seeing him in competition, Nolf in competition, Kemmerer, Heidley. These guys have all wrestled each other so many times over the years growing up, and it's just, they've all been good since they were young. They got such kinesthetic awareness. They move and scramble, and then now they've all developed into phenoms.
This is a 1 minute sudden victory. Riding time is erased. Next point wins.
So
if we don't score here, we'll get the 2 30-second tiebreakers. Both these guys with an escape, and each awarded a point for unnecessary roughness. Hands to the face.
See if somebody can get an angle. Is our man, Jim Gibbons would say, you know, neither one of these guys are getting off the tracks. They're both shooting straight on. And again, it's just not there. Both of them have done a really good job of countering those straight on shots. Joseph's coming hard right here. Joseph picks up the pace. He's going to return him, I think.
5 seconds left in second history. No takedown yet. Whoa! And there's the takedown with 1 second left.
Raising the roof.
They're going to take another look. Video review. These officials can go to a video review anytime they see fit.
Well, yeah, I mean, in this case, it's just a matter of the clock or not. And
I believe he made it. This won't take long. There's a takedown. Call confirmed. Vincezo Joseph finds a way to get it done. 4-2 and sudden victory.
He's pretty slick with that mat return, huh? That's just a really good mat return. Most guys bump and lift. So here's the scramble. We're seeing the clock. This is nice work here by our production team. Short time on the clock. He's got to keep his balance. Here Joseph does the back trip. Man, clearly a takedown. Game over. Just a great job. Joseph sprinted those last 20 seconds, just turned up the pace and got it done.
It looked like Massa for a half a second let up in the final couple of seconds.